Behind every achievement, no matter how visible or grand, there are invisible forces at work, forces that shape, guide, and ultimately determine the outcome long before the world sees the success. These forces are not always tangible or easy to measure, but their impact is profound and undeniable. They are the silent architects of every breakthrough, the hidden engines driving progress when no one is watching. Understanding and harnessing these invisible forces is essential to unlocking your own potential and achieving lasting success. One of the most powerful invisible forces is belief. Before any goal is realized, it begins as a seed planted in the mind, a belief that something is possible. This belief acts as a magnet, attracting opportunities, resources, and people aligned with your vision. It fuels your motivation and perseverance when challenges arise. Without this foundational belief, even the most brilliant plans falter because the mind is not committed to the idea of success. Belief transforms vague hopes into focused intentions, creating the mental blueprint for achievement. Another invisible force is discipline. Discipline is the quiet commitment to consistent action, often unseen by others but crucial to progress. It's the willingness to do what needs to be done, day after day, even when enthusiasm wanes or distractions call. Discipline bridges the gap between goals and results by turning intention into habit. It cultivates reliability and momentum, both vital for overcoming obstacles and sustaining long-term effort. While motivation may ebb and flow, discipline remains steady, a dependable force that keeps you moving forward regardless of circumstances. Focus is also a critical invisible force behind achievement. In a world filled with constant distractions, the ability to direct your attention deliberately toward your goals is invaluable. Focus sharpens your mind, allowing you to channel your energy effectively and avoid the pitfalls of scattered efforts. It enhances creativity, problem-solving, and productivity. When you cultivate focus, you create a mental environment where your goals can thrive, free from noise and interference. Emotional resilience is another subtle yet essential force. The journey toward achievement is rarely smooth. It involves setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. Emotional resilience allows you to absorb these blows without losing your drive or sense of purpose. It helps you recover quickly, maintain a positive outlook, and adapt your strategies when needed. This resilience is built through experience and intentional practice such as mindfulness or reframing challenges as opportunities for growth. Visualization and imagination also play a powerful role among these invisible forces. The ability to vividly imagine your success, to mentally rehearse the steps and sensations of achievement, primes your brain for actual performance. Visualization creates neural pathways that align your subconscious mind with your conscious goals, making your actions more effective and your confidence stronger. Many top performers attribute part of their success to the power of imagining victory before it happens. Another often overlooked force is the power of environment. The people, places, and inputs you surround yourself with subtly influence your mindset, habits, and beliefs. A supportive environment nurtures your growth, while a toxic one can undermine your efforts. Being intentional about cultivating a positive environment is an invisible yet potent strategy that supports your achievement journey. Finally, gratitude acts as an invisible force that sustains momentum and attracts further success. When you cultivate gratitude for what you have and the progress you make, you foster a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. This positive mindset enhances your energy, creativity, and relationships, creating a fertile ground for continued achievement. Together, these invisible forces form the foundation upon which every visible success is built. They operate beneath the surface, shaping your reality through thoughts, habits, emotions, and environment. Mastering these forces requires awareness, intentionality, and consistent effort. But the rewards are transformative. By understanding and harnessing these invisible forces, you gain control over the unseen dynamics that govern your progress. You become the conscious architect of your own success story, capable of turning aspirations into achievements with greater ease and confidence. Remember, the greatest achievements are not just the result of external actions, but of internal mastery. The invisible forces within you, belief, discipline, focus, resilience, imagination, environment, and gratitude, are the true engines driving your success. Nurture them daily, and watch as your dreams unfold into reality, one powerful, unseen step at a time. These invisible forces don't act in isolation. They interact and amplify each other in ways that create powerful momentum toward your goals. For example, belief fuels discipline. When you truly believe in your purpose, sticking to your routines becomes easier. Discipline, in turn, strengthens your focus, allowing you to eliminate distractions and concentrate your efforts. Emotional resilience supports all these by helping you bounce back when setbacks occur, ensuring your progress doesn't stall. Visualization feeds your belief and motivation, while gratitude reinforces a positive mindset that attracts even more opportunities. Your environment either nurtures or diminishes these forces, making it critical to consciously choose the influences you allow into your life. One of the most transformative aspects of these invisible forces is that they operate continuously, often without your conscious awareness. This means that even small shifts in your thoughts, habits, or surroundings can ripple out into significant changes over time. By bringing deliberate awareness to these forces, you harness their full potential and gain the power to steer your journey intentionally. It's also vital to understand that these forces are not fixed traits, but skills you can develop and refine. Your belief system can be strengthened through affirmations, education, and exposure to inspiring stories. Discipline grows through building consistent habits and embracing routines. Focus improves with practice such as meditation or time management techniques. Emotional resilience is cultivated by learning to manage stress, reframe challenges, and seek support when needed. Visualization becomes more vivid and effective with regular mental rehearsal, while gratitude flourishes through mindful reflection and journaling. Lastly, your environment is shaped by the choices you make about the people you spend time with, the media you consume, and the physical spaces you inhabit. Mastering these invisible forces also shifts your perspective on success. Instead of viewing achievement as a destination, you begin to see it as an ongoing process, one that is as much about who you become as what you accomplish. This mindset fosters continuous growth and fulfillment, reducing fear of failure and enhancing your ability to embrace challenges as opportunities. When you consciously nurture these forces, you build a resilient foundation that can weather the uncertainties and setbacks inevitable on any worthwhile path. You become less reliant on fleeting motivation or external validation because your internal resources provide steady fuel for progress. This inner strength makes your pursuit sustainable and deeply rewarding. As you do this, you will begin to see the unseen threads that connect your efforts, experiences, and results. You will gain clarity and control over your path, enabling you to move forward with confidence and purpose. The invisible forces will no longer be mysterious or elusive, but become your greatest allies in crafting the life and achievements you desire. Remember, every great success story is powered by these unseen dynamics. Your own story is no different. Harness these invisible forces and watch as your aspirations materialize into remarkable achievements, one intentional step at a time. As you deepen your awareness of these invisible forces, you start to realize their true power lies not only in propelling you forward, but in transforming how you experience the journey itself. Challenges no longer feel like insurmountable barriers, but become invitations to grow stronger and wiser. Failures cease to be final judgments, and instead become valuable feedback guiding your next steps. This shift in perspective is one of the most profound gifts these forces offer, as it turns every moment, good or bad, into a meaningful part of your progress. Moreover, understanding these invisible forces equips you with patience and compassion for yourself and for others. You recognize that success is rarely immediate or easy, that growth often unfolds in stages, and that setbacks are part of a natural cycle rather than a sign of defeat. This compassion softens self-judgment and fuels persistence, allowing you to stay committed without being overwhelmed by perfectionism or frustration. Another important realization is that these forces are interconnected with your sense of identity. The beliefs you hold about yourself influence your discipline and focus. Your emotional resilience is shaped by how you perceive your challenges and your capacity to adapt. Gratitude deepens your connection to your values and purpose, reinforcing your motivation. By consciously shaping these internal forces, you are essentially redesigning your self-image, building a stronger, more capable, and more confident version of yourself. This internal transformation naturally radiates outward, influencing your relationships, your work, and your environment. As you become more disciplined and focused, your interactions become more intentional and impactful. Your resilience inspires those around you to face their own challenges with courage. Your gratitude fosters positive connections and creates an atmosphere of support and abundance. In this way, the invisible forces behind your achievements not only build your personal success, but also contribute to a more fulfilling and meaningful life overall. It's important to remember that mastery of these forces is a lifelong practice. There will be times when belief wavers, discipline falters, or focus drifts. These moments are not failures, but opportunities to recommit and recalibrate. The key is to maintain awareness and take consistent, deliberate action to strengthen these forces day by day. As you continue this journey, consider incorporating daily rituals that nurture these invisible dynamics. Start your day with affirmations that reinforce your belief and purpose. Schedule focused work sessions that build your discipline and concentration. Practice mindfulness or journaling to enhance emotional resilience and gratitude. Curate your environment to support your goals, surrounding yourself with inspiring people, uplifting media, and organized spaces. By making these invisible forces a conscious part of your life, you create a powerful foundation for achievement that extends beyond any single goal. You build a resilient, adaptable, and empowered self, one capable of navigating life's uncertainties with confidence and grace. In the end, the greatest achievements are not simply about what you do, but about who you become. The invisible forces behind every achievement shape this who in profound ways. When you harness their power, you don't just reach your goals, you transform your entire life into a testament of growth, strength, and purpose. So embrace these unseen forces with intention and care. Nurture them daily, align your thoughts, emotions, and environment in their favor, and watch as your life unfolds in ways you once thought impossible, step by deliberate step, force by invisible force. As you continue to cultivate these invisible forces, you begin to notice a profound shift in how you approach challenges and opportunities alike. What once felt overwhelming now feels manageable because you've developed a mindset rooted in resilience and clarity. You no longer react impulsively to setbacks or distractions. Instead, you respond with thoughtful intention, drawing on the strength of belief, discipline, and focus that you have intentionally built. This transformation also affects how you set goals and measure progress. Instead of fixating solely on external milestones or immediate results, you start valuing the internal growth and lessons gained along the way. Each step forward, no matter how small, becomes a meaningful victory that reinforces your confidence and fuels your motivation. This steady progress creates a positive feedback loop, where success breeds more success, both outwardly and inwardly. The invisible forces also teach you the importance of patience. In a world obsessed with instant gratification, patience can feel like a rare virtue. Yet true mastery, whether in business, relationships, health, or personal growth, requires time and consistent effort. Patience allows you to embrace the natural rhythms of growth and change, trusting that your persistent efforts will bear fruit at the right moment. This trust reduces anxiety and keeps you grounded through periods of uncertainty. Furthermore, by actively cultivating gratitude, you transform your relationship with success and fulfillment. Gratitude shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance, making you more aware of the resources, support, and progress already present in your life. This mindset not only enhances your well-being, but also attracts positive energy and opportunities, creating a fertile environment for continued achievement. Your environment, too, becomes a powerful ally. By intentionally shaping the spaces and relationships around you, you create conditions that support your goals and well-being. This might mean surrounding yourself with mentors who inspire you, cutting out toxic influences, or organizing your physical space to enhance productivity. A supportive environment amplifies the invisible forces, making it easier to maintain belief, discipline, and focus. Ultimately, mastering these invisible forces is about becoming the leader of your own life. It means taking full responsibility for your thoughts, emotions, actions, and surroundings. It's about recognizing that while you cannot control every external circumstance, you have complete power over how you respond, adapt, and grow. This empowerment is the foundation of all achievement and the source of lasting fulfillment. As you move forward, remember that these invisible forces are always at work, whether you consciously engage with them or not. The difference lies in awareness and intention. When you choose to nurture and align these forces, you transform invisible potential into visible success. Your journey toward achievement is not just about reaching a destination. It's about embracing a process of continual growth, self-discovery, and transformation. By harnessing the invisible forces behind every achievement, you step into a life marked by purpose, resilience, and extraordinary possibility. Keep cultivating belief, discipline, focus, resilience, imagination, environment, and gratitude. These are the invisible engines that will drive you forward long after motivation fades and obstacles arise. Trust in their power and watch as your dreams unfold into reality, layer by layer, force by invisible force. These invisible forces become the rhythm that guides your daily life, a steady pulse that keeps you aligned with your purpose even when external circumstances try to pull you off course. As you internalize their power, you find that motivation becomes less about fleeting excitement and more about a deep-rooted commitment to your vision. This shift brings stability, making your pursuit of success less about chasing temporary highs and more about sustained progress. You will also discover that these forces help you cultivate a sense of empowerment. Instead of feeling like a victim of circumstance, you begin to see yourself as the architect of your destiny. Every thought, decision, and action is an opportunity to shape your reality. This mindset turns obstacles into challenges to overcome rather than insurmountable barriers. It replaces doubt with confidence, inertia with momentum, and fear with courage. Furthermore, the invisible forces enable you to embrace uncertainty with grace. Life is inherently unpredictable, and the path to achievement is rarely linear. But when you build resilience and adaptability, you become comfortable navigating ambiguity. You learn to view setbacks as temporary detours rather than dead ends, adjusting your course with wisdom and flexibility. This ability to flow with change without losing sight of your goals is a hallmark of true mastery. These forces also deepen your connection to the present moment. While your eyes remain fixed on the future you're creating, you cultivate mindfulness and appreciation for the here and now. This balance prevents burnout and keeps your energy vibrant. It allows you to savor small victories and maintain joy in the process, making the journey as rewarding as the destination. Importantly, as you nurture these invisible dynamics, your impact extends beyond yourself. Your persistence, focus, and integrity inspire others to pursue their own goals with similar dedication. Your growth fosters meaningful relationships and leadership opportunities, creating a ripple effect that multiplies success and fulfillment in your community. Remember, the invisible forces behind every achievement are not gifts bestowed upon a select few. They are accessible to everyone willing to do the inner work. By consciously cultivating belief, discipline, focus, resilience, imagination, environment, and gratitude, you unlock a wellspring of potential that propels you toward extraordinary outcomes. So, embrace the invisible. Trust in the unseen energies that shape your journey. Harness their power with intention and consistency. Your achievements, both seen and unseen, will stand as a testament to the mastery of these forces, proof that the greatest success comes not just from what you do, but from who you become in the process. As you continue on this path, you will notice that these invisible forces begin to blend seamlessly into your daily habits and mindset, becoming second nature rather than conscious efforts. This integration means you no longer have to will yourself into action with sheer force. Instead, your inner environment naturally supports the actions that lead to your goals. Your belief system reinforces your discipline. Your focus channels your energy efficiently. Your resilience cushions you against setbacks. And your gratitude keeps your spirit energized. This harmony creates a sustainable cycle of growth and achievement. You'll also find that the power of these invisible forces transcends individual pursuits and influences how you approach life as a whole. Challenges in relationships, health, and personal development become arenas for applying the same principles. The mindset of persistence and positivity, the ability to focus and adapt, and the practice of gratitude foster a balanced, fulfilling life where success is measured not just by external accomplishments, but by internal peace and growth. It's important to remind yourself regularly that mastery over these forces is a journey without a fixed endpoint. There will be moments of doubt, fatigue, and distraction. In those moments, return to your foundation, reconnect with your purpose, reaffirm your belief, and lean into the practices that cultivate discipline and resilience. This cyclical process of recommitment ensures that you continue evolving, growing stronger with each challenge you face. By committing to this ongoing inner work, you develop a profound sense of agency, the deep knowing that regardless of what happens outside, you hold the keys to your response, growth, and ultimate success. This agency is empowering and liberating, freeing you from the paralyzing grip of external circumstances and enabling you to live intentionally and courageously. Moreover, as your invisible forces grow stronger, you become a magnet for opportunities, relationships, and experiences aligned with your highest aspirations. The energy you emit through belief, focus, and gratitude attracts resources and people that support your journey. This alignment of internal and external realities accelerates your progress and enriches your life beyond what you might have imagined. In conclusion, the invisible forces behind every achievement are the fundamental building blocks of success and fulfillment. They operate quietly yet powerfully, shaping not only what you accomplish, but who you become. By understanding, nurturing, and aligning with these forces, you unlock a transformative power within yourself, one that carries you forward through adversity, fuels your growth, and ultimately leads you to a life of extraordinary achievement. Embrace these forces daily. Let them guide your thoughts, actions, and environment. Trust their process, even when the results are not immediately visible, because it is through this invisible work that the most visible and lasting successes are born. These invisible forces act as the unseen foundation beneath every milestone you reach, holding together the structure of your success even when the walls seem fragile. They are the quiet moments of decision, choosing persistence over quitting, clarity over distraction, hope over despair, that accumulate into a life of achievement. By consistently tending to these internal forces, you build a resilience that can withstand any storm and a momentum that propels you beyond limitations. You also begin to realize that these forces are deeply interconnected with your sense of purpose. When your actions are aligned with a clear and meaningful purpose, belief grows stronger, discipline becomes more natural, and focus sharpens. Purpose acts as the anchor that keeps all these forces working in harmony, guiding your energy toward what truly matters and filtering out what does not. As your awareness deepens, you will find that setbacks no longer hold the power to derail you. Instead, they become invitations to strengthen your resilience, rethink your strategies, and recommit to your vision with renewed vigor. This mindset shift transforms failure from an endpoint into a valuable part of your growth process, a stepping stone on the path to mastery. Furthermore, nurturing gratitude within these forces opens your heart to abundance and possibility. Gratitude enriches your perspective, helping you recognize progress, celebrate small wins, and maintain enthusiasm even in challenging times. This positive outlook enhances creativity, fosters stronger relationships, and attracts opportunities that might otherwise go unnoticed. Your environment, shaped intentionally or unintentionally, plays a crucial role in sustaining these invisible forces. Surrounding yourself with supportive, inspiring people, creating spaces that fuel productivity, and immersing yourself in uplifting influences all reinforce your inner strength. Conversely, recognizing and distancing yourself from negative environments that drain your energy is equally important for maintaining alignment. Ultimately, the mastery of these invisible forces empowers you to live a life that reflects your highest potential. It frees you from being at the mercy of external circumstances and places you firmly in control of your journey. You become not just a pursuer of success, but a creator of it, sculpting your reality with deliberate thought and purposeful action. So, step into the awareness of these unseen powers. Cultivate them daily through mindful practice, intentional choices, and unwavering commitment. Watch as the invisible forces behind every achievement transform your dreams into reality and your potential into extraordinary accomplishment. Your journey is not just about reaching the finish line, it's about embodying the strength, wisdom, and grace that make every achievement meaningful. As these invisible forces take root and grow within you, you'll notice a remarkable transformation, not just in your achievements, but in how you experience life itself. The uncertainties that once paralyzed you will become challenges you face with confidence. The fears that held you back will diminish as your belief in yourself strengthens. Each day will become an opportunity to practice discipline, focus, and gratitude, fueling a cycle of positive momentum that carries you forward. This transformation also deepens your connection to your own potential. You begin to see yourself not as someone defined by past failures or current limitations, but as an evolving individual capable of continual growth and greatness. This shift in self-perception is one of the most empowering outcomes of mastering the invisible forces behind achievement. It frees you from self-imposed boundaries and opens doors to possibilities you may have once thought were out of reach. You will also come to appreciate the subtle but profound role that imagination plays in this process. By envisioning your success clearly and vividly, you create a mental roadmap that guides your actions and decisions. Visualization aligns your subconscious with your conscious goals, making your efforts more coherent and purposeful. It turns abstract dreams into concrete plans and inspires the motivation needed to overcome obstacles. Moreover, embracing these invisible forces helps you cultivate a sense of patience that is often overlooked but essential for long-term success. In a world that prizes speed and instant results, patience allows you to stay committed and composed as your efforts gradually build toward meaningful outcomes. It reminds you that true mastery requires time, persistence, and a steady hand. As you integrate these forces into your daily life, you become more attuned to the subtle shifts that signal growth and progress. You learn to celebrate small victories and recognize the cumulative power of consistent effort. This awareness fosters a deep sense of fulfillment, making the journey itself as rewarding as the destination. In the end, mastering the invisible forces behind every achievement is about creating harmony between your inner world and outer actions. It's about becoming the architect of your destiny, wielding unseen energies that shape your reality in profound ways. This mastery is the foundation of lasting success, fulfillment, and purpose. So continue nurturing belief, discipline, focus, resilience, imagination, environment, and gratitude. Let them guide you through every step of your journey. Trust that the invisible forces within you are steadily building the life and achievements you desire, one conscious, intentional moment at a time.